You're now listening to the Irreplaceables podcast featuring Brody Paul and Charlie Young. Enjoy.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome to episode 2. This week we got the Corowa third superstar, Hayden Sampson. So it's just we'd love to have you on the show, mate. This has always been one of the plans to get you on here.
Thanks, boys. Thanks, Brody. Thanks, Charlie.
Welcome in. So, how you been? How's your week?
It hasn't been too bad. Long week.
Long week.
It's good to have today off, obviously. No school, but
Yeah.
it's been good. Productive.
Yeah. Weather made it pretty shit.
Yeah, did, but we got through.
We did. So, footy, Corowa.
Yes.
How's it been?
Oh, loving it.
Loving it?
Love the move. It's been good.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it up there. Haven't had the results recently, but I think something special's coming soon with us boys, so should be good.
Yeah. Going to be tomorrow or?
I don't know, it'll be a good clash against you boys.
Yeah, it will. I'm excited.
Yes, we'll be good.
So while we're on the footy topic, where did footy start for you, mate?
Footy started, obviously, for me as a little kid. Just, obviously, Dad was heavily involved in footy. He loved his footy. So, since a little kid, I've always had a footy in my hand. Started through Auskick, played all the way through Auskick. Under 12s, played for college, won a premiership.
Mm-hmm.
And, through there, then when I go from there, finished college, obviously did a pre-season with Wayne Maggies.
Yeah.
And then I've seen myself out at Corowa.
Yeah, so Maggie's let go of you?
Yeah, so something more recent, did a whole pre-season at Wayne Maggies. Obviously didn't make the final side, but so I went out to Moyu for a few weeks, played a few senior games out there.
Yeah.
Didn't go too bad, but I just didn't think at the time it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So then I got in contact with the Corowa coach, and he's more than happy for me to come down, so I went down and haven't missed a game since.
Bloody oath.
Back to the junior league topic.
Yes.
How many premierships was it?
I've won 2 premierships.
Yeah.
Under 12s, 2015, and under 17. 2017 under 14s premiership.
Oh, so what happened to under 16s? What happened there?
We got rolled by just a better Central side in the semi-final. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Who was playing for that Central side?
Oh, I think you made an appearance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you touch it though?
Oh.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't know.
fourth quarter specialist, I heard.
Yeah, shit.
So, back to Maggie's.
Yes.
What were your thoughts once you got cut? Like, how were you feeling?
Obviously, I was pretty disappointed.
Yeah.
It's something I thought I worked hard for.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get told that you're not good enough for a side, but I know they're picking to win a premiership. They want their best side. Obviously, I didn't fit their best 25, 26, so I understand that.
Yeah.
I don't hold any grudges. I love all the coaches and boys that are still there, so I have a lot of respect for them. Just things happen like that.
Exactly.
Big question.
Yes.
Huge question, but you've been involved in both clubs now.
Yes.
Which one do you like?
I love both clubs just as equal. Obviously my sister plays at Wang.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time, the last 2 and a bit years at Wang, so doing training and stuff. So, I love all the boys down there, but I'm playing at Corowa now, so that's where
It's where your heart.
Yeah, that's where my heart is at the moment, and that's where I look to play my best footy.
Yeah.
Has there been a big difference between Maggie's and Rovers? Like, is it culture at the clubs, both clubs, different or?
Well, look, I can't really talk about Rovers, but Corowa, Maggie's. No, I don't think that there's anything wrong with the culture. I think good bunch of blokes. Corowa is a bit more chill. All the boys are laid back.
So what's the biggest difference you reckon between, like, playing for Maggie's and playing for Corowa?
I just think Maggie's obviously a very good side.
Yeah.
Got a lot of players to choose from.
Yeah.
When you have 40 kids rocking up to pre-season, obviously there's going to have to be some big changes, and you've got a lot of good kids to pick from. Wang's a big area, so
exactly.
Corowa's not that big, so they're only limited to the amount of numbers. Plus, so That's probably the main difference.
Thursday night dinners. Who
Yeah.
wins it?
Oh,
Who has better food?
I don't know. I'd have to say Cora.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah, I
been
respect
enjoying the feeds up there. They've been
Respect
pretty
it.
good.
What are the
Yeah.
feeds like comparing?
I'm not. Yeah. Well, I couldn't say I stayed for too many dinners.
Yeah.
Last year or year before that, but yeah, no. I have to go with Cora.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you have any like pre-game superstitions that you have to do every single game to make sure you're in top notch?
Yeah. One thing I like to do is I don't like to really associate with anyone. I like to keep to myself.
Yeah.
Put the headphones on, but one main one is when we run out before the game. I'm always got to run out last.
Yeah.
It's that's my only thing really.
You know,
Got to be at the back of the pack.
You got any, Brad?
I wear Nat 5 socks under my Rover socks. I used to do it as a kid, like in junior league, and I played my best footy doing it. So that's been my pre-game superstitions before like every game now from now on.
I respect it.
Do you have any?
Look, nah, quiet before a game.
Yeah.
But I can't listen to music in headphones. I can listen to it on a speaker, like if the whole boys are jamming out to something. Can't have it in a headphone, but it goes the same with basketball. I don't know why.
One thing about the Coral Boys, they've got some shit music.
Do they?
Oh,
That's
really?
why you got to put the headphones on. Shocking.
Sure.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bit of country.
Might hear that this weekend.
No, I reckon I
It
reckon
doesn't
country
get you pumped up.
doesn't.
That could be part of the reason why we're not winning games.
You're gonna change that tomorrow.
You need to get on the Ox.
Yeah, I think I'll get on it on. I'll rate myself on the Orcs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Well, while we're on the topic of music, you got a song, Brad, that you found this week?
I have, but we cannot play it through the speakers anymore because YouTube have.
They've knocked us out, but yeah, it's true. Well, what's it?
Bloody YouTube.
What's it?
I'm gonna say we'll all say our songs.
Yeah.
Put them in the comment section. Get people to listen to it, and they'll tell us what song they thought was the best.
Yeah, I respect
All right. So my song, it's a new one. It is called "Late at Night" by Roddy Ricch.
Ooh,
It's a new one. It's a goodie, I thought.
not too bad.
So that's my song for the week that I found. H,
My song, it's not a new song. It's an old song. It's been around for a while.
you bringing it back?
But
up?
I'm bringing it
Bring
back.
back.
I think it's just been lost, and it's Ugly Heart by GRL.
Yeah,
it. I respect it.
I jam out to that.
Yes.
I listened to it yesterday and I was jamming out.
Yeah, and I was listening to it in the car before, and I was just
It's just good.
yeah.
It's in your moment. Mine's Damage. New song, found it in the what is it? The
Discovery.
Discovery.
Better than Pineapple.
Oh,
Look.
Pineapple was a shit pick from
That was
last
shocking.
week.
We can't say that, but
I've had bad reviews.
No,
from
I don't-
your
I know the viewers. Viewers did not want to listen to
the
that.
viewers said it was
I don't reckon. I reckon it's totally different
different vibe.
vibe.
Yeah.
But can't remember who it's from.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'll have to find that out and
and put it in the link.
put it in the link.
I'll
but
put it on our Instagram story as well, so that they have a quick
Yeah, but
link
yeah,
to get there.
yeah, I didn't mind it. Like I had a bit of trouble finding a song that I enjoyed, but
Yeah.
it came out to me and it wasn't too bad.
All right. Well, we've had a different week this week. I know last week I was into drill. Drill was like I
Yeah,
was
that
listening
was-
to it the whole friggin' the week.
Yeah.
But you know what I have been listening to this week?
What's
Tell me.
that?
Just like white girl music. Just all these. There's this playlist, right? It's called Netball Pump Up. Dan Smith got me onto it, and holy shit, it's got some great
And
songs.
Dan Smith, one of the big viewers of this show.
Big viewers, he loves it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Shout out Dan Smith. But it's
What
just
sort
got
of songs are we in
What-
this playlist?
like songs. All right, I'll name some artists that I know you'll love. All right, Tay Tay.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't love Tay Tay? Because I freaking love Tay Tay. All right,
She's an OG.
she's OG. Like 2014, 2016, Tay Tay is like prime. All right, Katy Perry.
Oh yes.
Oh, I just love Katy Perry. Pitbull.
All right, I
Songs
respect
by
that.
Pitbull.
I respect that.
David Guetta. Just all these. Oh, it's been brilliant just to listen to throwbacks. What have you boys been listening to this week?
Same as last week.
Oh,
Mr.
you
Consistent
are
over
so
here.
boring. So
Mr.
boring.
Consistent.
For me, a bit of Polo G.
Apology, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Juice WRLD.
Yep.
Kid Leroy. I know,
Yeah.
can't beat those three.
Wait, I've got a question for you, mate. Whenever I see you on Spotify, you're always listening to very sad songs, mate. Like, are you okay? Has a chick done you
Yeah.
wrong or something?
No, everything's fine. I don't know. I'm into that type of music.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you're
Yeah,
okay.
no,
'cause,
I
geez,
am okay. I am
every
okay.
time, every single time you're listening to
Shout out to that playlist though, Broken Heart.
Broken Heart. That's
Yeah,
what the
it's the one.
playlist is called.
And you know where that started?
How'd it start?
Year 8.
What
Remember
happened
when?
in year 8?
So we're gonna shout out this person, Jess Henry.
Oh,
When Brody and I kind of had a crush on her back in year 8. Well,
Yeah.
we both.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll roll with this.
We got her.
Yeah.
Yeah. we made a playlist because she kind of broke our heart. And yeah, from ever since then, that
Stuck.
playlist is...
I don't remember making this playlist.
Well, I made it, but on behalf of you and I.
I don't think I've ever
I'm
listened to
sure
this
you
playlist.
listen to it, Brad.
Brody,
I will.
He's,
Yeah, you
he's
probably
in
listen to it
denial,
more than
mate.
you.
I'm in denial.
He's in denial.
Yeah.
Anyway, go follow it.
Go follow that playlist. So Charlie, you've been boring this week, and H has been listening to sad music, also Apology. Alright, H, I reckon the viewers don't know too much about you, so I reckon you tell us a little bit about yourself, like, I don't know, family, what's going on there?
Well, I'm 18 years old, born in Wangaratta, lived in Wangaratta all my life.
Yep.
Got 2 sisters, Tori and Sienna. My mum, Raf, and my dad, Dave. Dad's a pool builder, and my mum's a hairdresser.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm currently in year 12 at Galen College.
Yep.
Yeah.
Loving life.
Yes, pretty much.
You got a planned future job, or what do you want to be?
Look, it's changed over the time. Obviously, as a little kid, I wanted to be an AFL player,
Yeah.
which was
I'm pretty
probably
sure that's
that's
every
every little kid's sporting kid's dream.
Yeah.
But as I grew older, I worked with Dad a few times as a little kid, so I wanted to be that builder type. But yeah, I've like the last couple of years, I've got into nursing or paramedics.
Yep.
So yeah, that's kind of a career I'd love to take when I leave school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you, Brody?
I'm not sure anymore. I'm just living life at the moment, and we'll see how it goes. I don't really know what I want to do yet.
What about you, Charlie?
Oh, look, it's the sports science way or it's the
Yeah.
photography way. But sports
Yes.
photography, I reckon that'd be pretty
That
dope.
would be pretty sick.
Brilliant.
Sitting courtside or sitting
Oh,
ground
stop
side.
That
Michael
is-
Wilson,
Yeah,
next
yeah.
upcoming.
Hopefully.
Do you have any sport? Well, not necessarily sporting, but just any inspirations
Yeah.
as people?
Well, I've got sporting idols, but as an inspiration, like that I find who's very inspirational is someone, that's gone through, not similar to me, but he's battling, and that's Neil Danaher.
Yep.
Currently fighting MND. He's had it for I think 8 years. Yeah, and just the stuff he does, to raise awareness for MND. The nicest, genuine bloke you'll ever come across.
Yeah.
The will to help others, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't look past anyone else.
Yeah, that's true.
What about you? You have an inspiration?
I don't have an inspiration, but I like the way, I don't know if you guys know him, his name's David Goggins. Bald-headed dude.
Not Johnny Sins.
Not Johnny Sins. I've been reading one of his books, and it's called Can't Hurt Me.
Yeah.
And it's about how mental toughness and how he was overweight in the military. He had to he kept failing all his tests to get into the military.
Yeah.
And he finally made it, lost all this weight, and now he's just a mental beast. It's a great book, and I reckon he's pretty inspirational if you.
Might be worth a read.
It is good read.
What about you, Charlie?
Look, I don't really have they'd be all famous. Like,
What about the man on the wall?
like I was just about to mention him
Yeah.
in terms of mental toughness.
Yeah.
Like, he's next level. But Scott Penderbury, leadership.
Yeah.
I respect the way he's leaded for a long time now.
Yeah,
Like, I look up to that.
very well respected player.
Yeah. All right, we'll move to the next topic. So obviously, you've had testicular cancer before.
Yeah.
How did you find out about that?
Yeah, so it all started, I was actually at a basketball tournament, and well, obviously it was 2018. It was early December, I think that's when the tournament was, yeah. So I was playing basketball, obviously had a night game, and I got actually hit in the testicles, or in the balls, and like I just had sharp pain. Like it just, like you know how it normally goes away after half an hour, 45 minutes, you know, you feel better.
Yeah.
Mine just stayed.
Yeah.
And obviously it was that last game and I played through and obviously get back to the motel and I've gone to have a shower and it was hurting. So I've like kind of felt my balls and I've noticed that one was like gigantically bigger than the other.
Mm-hmm.
And like I hadn't noticed it, I hadn't taken any notice of it prior to that.
Yeah.
So like I didn't tell Mum, I just thought, you know, it's just a knock. I won't do anything about it. Anyway, goes into the next week. Nothing had changed. So I've obviously told Mum and Dad. I said, I'm a bit concerned. And yeah, then they're like, oh, do we need to go see a doctor? So I was thinking, yeah, I think that's what, just to be safe.
Yeah.
So I'd spoken in prior to that, I'd spoken to a few mates and they've spoken about how they've had like cysts and stuff. So, you know, I did not think of cancer to be what it would be. You know, I didn't think it would be common, especially in a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went to the doctor and like obviously I got examined and had a look and they sent me straight away for an ultrasound.
Yeah.
So I got sent for that ultrasound and obviously you can see the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the screen and it just did not look normal.
Yeah.
Like they did obviously both testicles.
Yeah.
And my normal one looked fine, but then the other one just had all these dots on it.
Yeah.
And when I saw that straight away, I thought, this isn't right.
Yeah.
So instantly then I still didn't put cancer to it, but I just started to get that fear.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a call from my GP and said, I think we need to see a surgeon. So went and saw the local urologist, Mark Forbes, who does these type of surgeries often, and obviously got told in that meeting that I had that I had cancer.
Yeah.
And they didn't know if I had a secondary at the time. So obviously I went for more scans, blood tests, and obviously my blood test showed that my markers were up.
Yeah.
So which identified that I had cancer. And so yeah, the following Monday, week before Christmas, I think it was like the 18th of December, had surgery, got my testicle removed. And yeah, and then I also had a scan before that, I had my surgery, stayed the night in hospital, and that next morning when I was getting discharged, I found out that I had a secondary in my stomach. So,
What were your reactions when you found that out? Would have been pretty devastating.
Yeah, because if it hadn't spread, like it was going to be all over. Like
yeah,
I wouldn't have.
That was the final time.
That was the only thing I wouldn't have had to have any chemo. But I found out I had a 8 centimeter mass in my stomach, or towards the back of my stomach. So it was towards my back. So yeah. So my initial reactions were I was shocked. Like I just
didn't know what to do.
I didn't know what to do. I was going end of year 9, going into year 10. I guess it's like I was playing sports five times a week, basketball, footy. Going to parties on the weekend. I couldn't have thought of anything better. And then just to get hit with all this and it's obviously a bit devastating, a bit shocked.
Yeah.
How was your mental health after finding out such a shit thing to find out? Well, especially Christmas time.
Yeah, so obviously it came at a terrible time. Christmas is 4 days later.
Yeah.
I just remained positive. I always looked at there's a 93% chance I was gonna be cured.
Yeah.
Success rate was one of the highest for any cancers.
Yeah.
It's hard because obviously every night you go to bed and it's just the only thing on your mind. I would pretty much sleep during the day and sleep during the day, be awake at night. And that's just because when I was alone, I would just overthink things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it got pretty tough, but I would remain positive. I had a lot of support around me, family, friends. Yeah, it was just, the support I had was amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what truly got me through, was the people around me. So
yeah.
With all this, you started Shave for Hayden, which
Yep.
was pretty big. You had lots of people who was involved in it and just tell us a bit about it.
So obviously at the time I was good mates with like Ryan, Noah Campbell, Isaac Foligno. Obviously it was around the basketball time and we're all going away every second weekend to basketball tournaments, so we'll spend a lot of time together.
Yep.
And who was involved was Lockie Bray, Dan Smith, Jace McQuaid, Hunter Gotchling, Isaac, Noah, and obviously all their families, and there are a lot more people involved too, like all their families, and obviously you boys, like there was so many people, like I can't list them all, but those people were the ones really behind the Shave for Hayden.
Yeah.
And yeah, those boys, like I couldn't thank Noah enough. Like Noah and all those boys, their families took so much time to set up the Shave for Hayden, and we only had a goal of $2,000, and that was to raise money for the cancer centre that I was getting treated at in Albury.
Yeah.
So I couldn't thank them enough, and we ended up raising $25,000 to go towards the cancer centre. So it was good.
So during the Shave for Hayden and before, you had heaps of multiple celebrities contact you, and when they found out about your illness, who were they and what did they do to support you?
So obviously I had a few footballers. So I had pretty much the whole Carlton Football Club.
Yep.
Like I had 26 players, I think, message me, including Patrick Cripps, who's one of my favourite players.
Yep.
Had Matthew Dellavedova.
That's pretty
which
cool.
is like an icon, I guess, like icon for Australian basketball.
Yeah.
In the NBA, so that was pretty special when you get a message for him. But had obviously a few other AFL players, but one that really stands out to me was Jesse Hogan.
Yeah.
From, I think he's at GWS right now, playing there, but he was at Freo at the time.
Yeah.
He was at Freo, anyway. He messaged me, and he's someone that has gone through the same processes, or same process as me, I guess.
Because didn't he have
he had
testicular
testicular cancer, and and that just, I don't know, he gave me such a positive outlook, like on how to look at life, and how to see the positives in it, and he was just great. Like he's someone that I could just message and say I'm having a rough day, like, and he'd just talk to me, see what was going on. Yeah. So it was good to have contact with someone that I looked up to, but also could relate to what I was going through.
Yeah. They would have helped you a fair bit during the time, like not even just him, like all the celebrities that message you.
Yeah, it gives you that, little boost of, happiness. Like I guess it's good getting in contact with someone that you do look up to, but when you have 25, 30 of them message you, it's just, I don't know, makes you feel so happy about yourself, and that was good.
With the Shave for Hayden came the Youth Citizen Award.
Yeah.
So how was it to receive such a prestigious award?
Yeah, obviously I'm very grateful to receive that award. But that award doesn't reflect just me. I think it reflects the whole group of boys. Yeah. So obviously, like, they all played a part in making the Shave for Hayden be successful. Yeah. Then with the help of those boys, ran another event with math star Nick Jovanovic. Yeah. I don't know if you remember. Yeah. Where we had, I think, over 250 people rock up. A few Ovens and Murray clubs, junior league players, just relating to men's health, and it was good to raise awareness for men's health, and I guess that's where I was noticed for the award, just for the list of things that had been going on, and just to come out, and so obviously I'm very grateful for the award.
Considering all this, you got anything for the viewers / listeners on how to check their balls if they think something's going wrong?
Yeah, obviously the best way to check your balls is obviously with your hands, just giving. It might sound a bit wrong, but you actually got to get down there. Probably best in the shower when it's warm and they're sagging low. No, but yeah, just feeling around the palm of your hands.
Yeah.
You notice any lumps, but yeah, that's really the main way you can tell. If you're ever in doubt, just go get checked. That's my main thing.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and procrastinate. It's your life on the line. So if you really think something's wrong, go get checked out.
Yeah. I got a query with that because I know you inspired me to go get mine checked out.
Yeah.
But the hardest thing is showing your parents how did you show your mum or dad? Because I know when I tried to show my mum, I was like, what the heck? This is weird.
Yeah, I know it's tough and it sounds like, it's a bit, weird or wrong, but I guess in the end of the day, they're your parents and they used to change your nappies as a little kid.
Yeah.
And it's, I just said it's something that has to be done.
Yeah.
No, I think your parents are, they're not there to judge you, obviously, so I think your parents, they're like your best friend. They're just, it's hard, but yeah.
Just got to overcome it.
It's just something you got to do and look at it in a positive way, I guess.
Yeah.
One more thing about just bad treatment and stuff. So I obviously have a lot of respect for you because I just reckon you're freaking a real resilient person, strong person that I honestly look up to. Yeah. And from this, this isn't the only treatment you've had. So as a kid, you were 18 hours old. Yeah. And you had your first surgery.
So I was born with what's called transposition of the great arteries. Yeah. So that's where my arteries weren't crossed and I wasn't getting oxygen. I think if it's correct, oxygen wasn't getting put around my body. Yeah. So I had to have what was called a ballooning of the heart, which was a major heart surgery, as well as my arteries reshaped, rearranged so they could produce oxygen to my whole body. Yeah. So 18 months old, they picked it up 24 hours before I was born. Then I was born and then I was flying straight to the Royal Children's in Melbourne. Yeah. And then I had the surgery and I was in there for quite a long time. Yeah. Yeah. So it was pretty tough when Mum could have her first hold at, I think it was 3 days old. Yeah. Yeah. So
does this still affect you? And how often do you get checked for this?
It doesn't really affect me. Obviously major. I get checked once a year. Yeah. Well, as a little kid, I think it was every 6 months, but now it's once a year at the Royal Children's. But now I'm 18. I'm getting transferred to the Royal Melbourne. Yeah. So now I'm adult, but it's just once a year. Get an MRI. Well, recently it's just been an MRI to see my heart, and that's pretty much it. I haven't had any bad news since. Yeah. So that's not too bad. But then obviously then following on had the chemotherapy and that went for 3 months. Yeah. And my 2 surgeries there. Had my mass removed from my stomach. Yeah. Yeah.
You got any more questions, Charlie?
No, not for that. We'll stop time.
Right, I got one more question. So when you were going through chemo, what happened? How did it make you feel? How did your body react to it?
Yeah, obviously it made me very ill. I was very ill. I was obviously sleep during the day, awake during the night. It made me very ill, sick, and I just wasn't. I was in hospital for 5 days straight. Come home, not be able to do anything. I was pretty much bedridden for a week. So it's nothing I wish upon anyone, but something that had to be done.
Had to be done.
Yeah, so I don't look back.
Yeah.
So we got a few queries sent in from a few different people about just random things they had. Do you want to start us off with one, Brad? And we'll see what we can do to assist in it.
This is what's been sent in. How come we call a house a home, but not a mouse a mome?
A mome?
A mome.
What?
I've never heard the word mome before.
We don't call it a mome, but why don't we?
Yeah, but what is the word mome even?
A house, so a house, mouse, And you can
So
also...
a mouse's home is a mome.
No,
Is that-
no. Why can't you call... So a house and a mouse.
Yeah.
A house can also be called a home. Why can't a mouse be called a mome?
Because a mome isn't a word.
Yeah.
But why can't it? Why can't it be another word for a mouse?
Well, if you want to start up
that
calling a mouse a mome, go ahead.
Yeah, I reckon you start calling a mouse a mome and then see what the viewers say, because I think that's pretty stupid. Sorry, mate, but that is shocking.
Well, what's the difference between a house and a home, in your opinion?
Well,
It's just the way you word it in the sentence.
yeah, it's
You reckon?
Yep.
Yeah.
I reckon they have two different meanings.
I truly don't believe they have two different meanings.
Well,
Do you want to listen to my...
What's the difference?
what about when I say I'm going home or I'm going to your house?
Exactly.
Yeah, but the house is your house, but I can say my house too. But I'm not going to use it in that sentence.
Oh, hear me out. So
I'm not good at English, so
this is my
just pass.
opinion on this is my opinion on houses and homes. So
Yeah.
the difference between a house and a home is a house is what you see on the outside. Like that's just how you describe a building.
Mm-hmm.
But a home is like an environment. So when you think of a home, you think of like a warm, cozy environment with your family that only you and your family share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you go to someone else's home, you're in their environment.
Yeah.
That's what I believe to do.
But how do you refer that to a mouse and a mome?
I don't, but there's a difference. That's what I was just getting
And
at.
mome's not a word, and it's not going to be a word.
Why can't we make mome a word?
I'm not stopping you from making
I'm
mome
gonna
a
You
word.
make it a word and you use it, but I'm with Charlie here. We're not going to be saying this.
Alright, well when I see a mouse, oh look at that mome. That's what I'm gonna say.
Right, go ahead.
And
I'm excited to be
People
there.
are gonna be like, yeah, mome. That's a mome.
Yep.
Next question.
I've got
Shut
one.
up, Brody. Just-
Yeah, exactly. How many fourth graders do you reckon it'd take before they all kill you?
This was sent in by a viewer, was it?
Yep. So, how many fourth graders
Fourth graders.
attacking you until you can't defend yourself? Like, you can't punch them away, you can't kick them away. How many do you reckon there is?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm a very resilient person. I would have take me a lot.
You reckon?
How much is a lot though?
Like,
Oh.
I'm talking, can you go 20 or more?
I reckon I'd go 20 or more.
How big are these fourth graders?
I reckon I'd join in with them, to be honest. Like,
Stop beating yourself up. Well, what are you trying to get at?
oh, hang on, they beating us up.
They're beating you up.
So,
Oh.
so there's fourth graders running at you,
Yeah,
and you got to try to punch them away before they kill you.
They got nothing on me.
You reckon?
100%.
How big would you classify a fourth grader?
Well,
Jet?
No, Jet's-
Oh,
smaller than Jet.
Noah.
Noah,
reckon
yeah,
Noah.
Noah.
Oh, I could go all day. I could go all day with them.
I could beat the shit out of a few
No.
fourth graders.
Yeah.
Like,
A few.
no, like one. You seen that ad where like, he like punches a chick's parent, like a chick, and the parents come up and just slap. That's gonna be me, but with fourth graders.
Yeah.
Just except
Ooh.
hands, uppercut, hook.
Give me a number.
I'm going 20.
I'd go 30. Oh, if they're all running at me at once, I'd say
I'd put out big clothesline. Just run at them, arms out, just cleaning them all up.
I'd say 30. 30 little midgets.
Yeah, I'm 20 or 20.
I'm a
'Cause
pretty
you think-
solid bloke.
You
but
think how many 20 is?
20 is a lot, but 30 is, I reckon that's my max.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have I got another one? Alright. What if the reason other planets in the solar system are inhabitable is because humans were there already and destroyed it like we're doing to the Earth now? How does that sink in?
Confusing.
How?
So,
We're screwing up the Earth with like climate change and shit.
yeah.
So this viewer said, why is it that the other systems, the other planets are inhabitable because we've already been there and done that to the...
So you're saying that the people who came before us have already been there and done it,
And
or
screwed
different
it up.
people.
Yeah.
Look, it could have happened,
Yeah.
but history doesn't show it.
Exactly. But that is pretty interesting.
Mm.
It is, but maybe they just adapted to the way that planet was,
Yeah.
and now they've adapted to Earth.
Do you think we could possibly live somewhere else other than Earth one day?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably one
I
day.
reckon one day we will be.
Yeah, not anytime soon, I don't reckon, but one day.
Well, I saw on the news that there's one person, there's like actual civilian people going up to the moon. Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, he's going up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, it would be pretty dope.
Yeah. That's what I would say.
Another viewer sent in, imagine if we could share dreams like we were dreaming the same thing. Like we were in each other's dreams.
Yeah.
So like
And-
I'm dreaming and you just come into my dream and we're dreaming together, doing things together in a
Like
dream.
GTA. Like playing up on GTA.
Yeah.
That'd be
Fortnite.
Yeah. Like, that'd be
In
pretty
the
sick.
same lobby.
Yeah.
Lobbying up
Like,
with the
in the-
boys.
In the same dreaming lobby.
That'd be mint.
That would be so sick.
That'd be cool.
That would be
Yeah,
so sick.
It'd be pretty dope, I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't say I'd disagree with that one.
No, I like that theory. I'd like that. If that was a thing, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be pretty dope.
You got any more?
I got a couple of my own.
Alright.
So this is sort of a statement.
Yeah.
So the hospital that you were born in is the only place you leave without entering. Just let that sink in for a little bit.
Meaning you didn't actually enter the room, but you left it.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of did enter the room in your mum. You did.
Yeah,
You
just
did.
through a different
You did, but
through a
like
You
different
entered
door.
that-
You went through a different door.
What door's that, Brady?
I don't know.
but like just think about
Viewers,
it.
if you know that door, please comment.
Please comment. Yeah, help me out. I forget what door.
But if you think about it, you've been in plenty of buildings throughout your lifetime,
Yeah.
and that's the only one that
You physically didn't walk in.
but you physically didn't walk out either.
You came out. You
came out. You
came out of it.
just didn't walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Weird to think about.
It's hard, yeah.
And I got one more question relating to school.
Mm.
So all three of us went to America,
Yeah.
and they started a lot earlier than us.
Yeah.
Remember that?
7:30.
Yeah, and finished a lot earlier than us.
Yeah.
So would you rather start school at 7 and finish around 2,
Mm-hmm.
or would you rather start school at 11 and finish around 5?
I'm gonna go with
Is this with no breaks?
So normal school day like we do now,
yeah, like with your lunchtime.
With your
and
lunch.
just-
2.
7 till 2
Yeah.
or 11 till 5.
I'm going with 11 till 5.
I'm going 7
I'm
to
going
2.
7 till 2.
Like, yeah, hate that I wake up early, but
But you do
from after 2, you've got the whole day
The
to
whole
do
day
shit.
to do stuff that you want to do.
Yeah.
tell us, what do you do between? I'm gonna ask you now. What do you do between 3? Well, I'm talking normal school time. What do you do from 3:30 till 5? Now,
Plenty.
what do you? Well, I know I do nothing. Normally, for me, it's either I'm driving a footy training that starts at 5:30, or I'm at home sitting on the couch doing fuck all, really.
Nah, but you got so much more time to, like, you could go,
I'm in the
you
gym.
could go hit the gym, you could
I'm
go
in the
kick the
gym.
footy, you could go
But don't.
get
Home
shots
workout.
up.
You could also hit the gym at 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning before school.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
it's,
but-
it's
You're not
better
as
'cause you're-
motivated.
yeah,
You're already woken up.
because you know you got the whole day of school ahead of you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm. Good point.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Mm.
We'll go to the topic of basketball. So you used to play basketball.
Yeah.
How were your experiences with this?
Yeah, so I started basketball, I think I was grade 3. Back when I was little, just played for local domestic hustlers. Played with you, Brody.
Boys, Lakers is
Yeah.
where it's at.
Yeah, well, we always seemed to win premierships or whatever you call them back then, grand finals, so... Championships. Nah, so I started as a little kid. Was never really good at it. Never been really good at it. Just, I've obviously progressed through to doing Warriors from under 12s. Played rep basketball. Did your normal like jamboree academy kind of stuff that you boys did. Didn't do all that advanced stuff.
Yeah.
That you boys did, but played VJBL for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just enjoyed it since. Yeah.
Still enjoy watching it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, love watching the basketball. It's good.
Do you have any stories or memories that you can remember or you'd like to share that are pretty funny?
I've got one story, and back in 2018, we're at Geelong tournament.
Yeah.
And I know you boys know this. So we're at a caravan park, and the caravan park at tournaments, I think that's the best. It's the best fun.
Prime.
Like, it is legit why you play basketball.
You go to the...
Like, I know maybe not for you boys, but for me, going to the tournaments was the best.
Yeah, it's funny.
So we're at the caravan park,
yeah.
and like it was Jace, Noah Campbell, Josh Campbell, myself, and Lockie Bray, and we're just like wandering around the caravan park having some fun, and my coach at the time, Shane, was at the caravan park next door, and he was swagging with, I know this bloke's a viewer, Lockie Watson.
Oh, I don't think he's a viewer. He watched 5 minutes and...
Nah, he'll be viewing this because he wants to hear this story, because I know he loved it at the time. Shane was staying with Watto, and he was swagging out the front. And me and Noah, we always had these bands with Shane, and he loved us boys. Like, he loved us.
Yeah.
Anyway, we came up with an idea that we would go harassing while he's sleeping in a swag. So us boys, we got a live stream up on Instagram. We started filming ourselves, and we filmed the whole thing. We had something like 85 viewers on Instagram, which is a lot considering it was like 11:30 at night. Everyone's asleep. We've got basketball next morning at 8 o'clock. And we're still up roaming like the caravan park and stuff. So anyway, we've gone over to Shane, and we didn't realise, but Watto's brother, Hayden, was actually in the swag next door to Shane.
Yeah.
And obviously Lockie's family was in the camper van.
Yeah.
So we've gone over the caravan park with a speaker, and we've put the speaker next to Shane's swag, and we started playing porn sounds.
Oh no. That's a good one.
Through the speaker, and we live streamed it on Instagram to our 85 viewers. It was the funniest thing. We played it, and apparently, from what we know, Lockie's family come running out thinking Hayden was getting abducted because they thought he was getting stolen. And it was these porn sounds playing on Shane, and Shane woke up and they're all wandering around the caravan park, didn't know who did it. So then the next morning, rocked up to basketball, we're all in hysterics, and yeah, Shane wasn't too impressed.
You got in a bit of trouble, did you?
Yeah, we got in a bit of trouble.
Can't win them all.
Yeah. Also, another memory I got from you boys, and you guys can't deny this, but so I'd walk into a basketball stadium with you boys, and the first thing we would do, so I reckon Bendigo was where it's at, because it's where all the choss was, but we'd walk into the stadium, and I reckon Brody was probably worse than Charlie, but Brody knew every single girl, I reckon, in that stadium. Would not put it past you, but we wouldn't even walk 10 metres and you were talking to some new chick. Well, it was Millie Cracknell.
I didn't know them, they knew me.
Yeah.
That's what he says. That's what he says.
Yeah.
No,
I reckon, I reckon you're too... That's why you played basketball, was the girls.
I
you
agree
frothed
with
it.
That's
Do you
why,
agree?
That's why he played, yeah.
That's why he loved it.
It's just good to meet some new people and have new friends, you know?
Yeah.
Friends that you'll have forever.
Yeah.
I've made some great friends off basketball.
Yeah.
Mainly dudes.
Yeah.
I'm calling Cap.
On God.
What about Jada?
Don't go there, so.
Yeah, alright.
That's awkward.
I reckon let's move to the next question.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a question for you boys. Obviously, all us three went to America.
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts on the trip? Let's all share favourite memory from America. Because I know we had some bloody good fun on that trip.
I reckon the funniest story was Jace clogging the toilet.
Yeah. And I was in his room. Like I chose to be with him that night.
And didn't he have someone?
First like 2 minutes of us being in the room, he
goes to
goes
the toilet.
takes the biggest fucking shit, and comes out, flushes it, and the toilet just fucking floods the whole bathroom. And then we get the cleaner. Cleaner was that pissed at us.
She was not happy.
So mad.
Didn't she have an accent as well?
Yeah, she had an accent, and she was so mad. Comes and just yelling at all of us, mainly Jace, mate.
Too much flush.
Yeah.
Too much flush.
and Jace is just sitting there like, I didn't mean it, like. And then Emma comes over and rips into the cleaner for yelling at us, like because it wasn't our fault. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. What are some other stories?
I got a good memory, obviously.
I got a good one. Yeah.
Obviously, I've got two, but they kind of link. So, on the first night, sharing a room was me, Ryan Ayres, and Preston Pedron.
Yep.
First night, did you say?
First night.
Yeah.
So, like, we're only getting used to how we're all gonna go, and there was 2 double beds, and obviously the couch. So, me and he, like, I'm the smallest out of everyone, and I've already dibs the double bed, and Easy's dibs the other bed, and we've left Preston on the couch, and he wasn't happy.
Yeah.
I know Preston will be viewing this.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, so, anyway, that night, what was funny about it was we bullied him bad, and he was so angry with us. He was, like, legit bashing me and Ryan up with his, throwing shoes and shit at us, or it's full on. Or we didn't even know how we slept.
So, Preston, if you're watching this, we're sorry.
But another one, Preston, this is also for you. What happened in the staircase of one of the rooms?
I have a funny story about this.
There was more than one relationship that happened on this trip.
This trip was... I think this is the last time Emma is bringing girls and boys to America.
Don't cut this conversation about Preston and someone in the staircase, because, funny story, I caught them in the staircase. I was walking down to get my laundry off Emma's bed, like from Emma's room, because she was my mum for the tournament.
Yeah.
And I saw them, and I was messaging Emma, "Oh, you should come up to my room." And she's like, "Yeah, all right, I'll take the elevator." I was like, No, you should take the stairs. You should take the stairs. And she comes up and rips into them too, because they're already told that they can't be together. So that's one of the funny stories.
What about Byron getting a kiss on the bus in front of everyone?
On the bus. Them bus trips. They were the best.
We're going to the game, and like, he's making out with some chick he's met for 1 week.
1 week.
He hasn't even been with her for 1 week, and they're making out on the bus in front of everyone. Parents and all, right?
No, it was at the back. The parents
it was at the back, but come on.
Yeah. Oh, I got a funny story.
None of us want to see that.
No one wants to see it. But I was on a homestay. I think it was the first homestay with my dear friend, Max.
Oh.
Max Hempel.
Yeah, I know where this is going.
So
sure,
Fritz,
we can tell the full story now that it's over.
Yeah, Fritz, who was the kid we were staying with, I still keep in contact with him. He asked us, "Do you guys smoke?" And of course we're gonna say, me taking the piss, but Max probably not. Yeah, we smoke. So he's like, "Oh, well, I've got some weed. I've got it at school. I got an eighth. Man." And so we sneak out of his house at like 12, and they go into his smoking shed, and like they light it up, and it smells so bad.
Yeah, you
like,
can smell it.
It was the first time I've ever smelled weed.
Yeah.
And it smelled so terrible, so I had to put my hoodie on, cover my mouth and nose, and I'm here filming him.
Of course, you film everything.
Filming them watching, filming them smoking, and once it happened, I couldn't tell anyone, so we had to keep it a secret for the rest of the trip, because I didn't want him to get sent home.
Yeah, I remember us coming to the school where we all seen each other after home today, and he rocks up and just goes, "Don't tell anyone."
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear it for the rest of the trip. I don't care after the trip.
Yeah,
I would not have wanted to be sent home.
Imagine being sent home. Like, you're on the other side of the fucking world.
That's fucked.
Yeah, good. That was good. How many weeks was it?
Yeah.
Two, three?
I think it was 2 and a bit.
Two.
What was your favourite game? Favourite game that you played in?
The one.
Mine was
Ingram.
Mine was Auburn.
Yeah, Auburn. When we had
That
the
was
lights.
sick.
We had the lights
That
turned
was
off.
so sick.
We all read out our names in the dark. That was...
And like,
And
there was a
the
pretty big
spotlight.
crowd as well.
Spotlight.
crowd was huge.
Oh, and that's when we had like the plates that had 10.
Yeah, you guys are rating.
And we had some kid next to us named Devon, and he would talk that much shit when you scored.
Yeah.
When they scored.
And we started off well that game.
We
I
were
remember we were up,
Then he got blown out
and
by
then
70.
we got...
We got
was
blown
in
by 7.
seven.
Yeah, it was
He
more
got
like...
blown out by
It
7.
was like 41, 42. Yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't too bad. Like, we were in it at half time, and then until they subbed me on, and then that's what happened. I had a good game though.
Yeah, I respect it.
My best moment was Ingram.
Oh,
Ingram
that was
the
crazy.
craziest. That was so good.
Yeah. That was
They were doing
And like
Blobs and dunks
oh.
in warm-ups, and we're like doing cool layups and shooting, and
Yeah. And like, it wasn't even it wasn't a rich school.
No.
It was just
it was a public school.
it was a public school, and they just balled out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was so good.
Yeah.
That was so.
That was scary.
That
That was so scary.
But the first school was like the best social school. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
to talk to.
100%.
Like, I still talk to
Avery.
like 4 of the
Madison.
guys from there. Kenzie.
I didn't meet him.
Girls, look at him. He
Yeah.
still talks to the girls.
I
Yeah.
talked to Kenzie.
See how I named Avery?
And I talked to Avery still.
And Abby.
And I talked to Will.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
remember Will?
Will,
Will
yeah.
was my home state
Yeah.
guy. Yeah. He
Who
was
did I
black.
have that?
I can't remember who I was with.
No.
What? Yeah.
I think we had a good home.
I was with Ryan at Will's house. He had
Mm.
a big house.
Oh, I know who I was with. I was with Max Johnson. He was a good bloke. He was in the team that you just
Yeah,
destroyed.
yeah. Because we played like
Yeah.
the little kids.
yeah.
And we won by 50.
So funny thing happened in the week, H.
Recently, yes.
I've heard a story about how
Do I know this?
I think you would, yeah.
you've hit your manager's car.
Oh,
You've crashed into
Yeah.
your manager's car, not just like some random.
Oh, no.
Your manager's.
So what happened was, like, I've left work and it was around 9:50, and like, I don't know if you noticed at KFC, but there's like staggered parks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm leaving and I've gone reverse out, and it's heavy rain, and I've looked over my shoulder, done like your head check,
Mm-hmm.
and I've looked over and I couldn't see the car. Like, I thought I'd honestly had gone out enough to get around the car. Anyway, obviously the drive-through was packed, so I've gone out and reversed, and I just didn't think anything of it. My reverse camera wasn't going off, did not go off, and I've just gone back and I've heard a massive bang, and Ben Scott, who is in the drive-through window, is pissing himself laughing. I still don't know what I've done, did not put 2 and 2 together. I drive forward, get out of the car, and I notice his big dent in the side of her car.
That's so tough.
Yeah, so today I've just been at Action Smash, getting my car looked at, her car's getting looked at. Let's just say I'll have to fork out a bit of money. Probably come at the wrong time, but...
Look, that has to
Yeah.
be the most unlucky thing. That
It
you hit
is.
your manager's car.
Yeah, it's...
Can't win them all, I guess.
Oh, lucky she was good about it. She was, yeah, she was good about it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have you found school so far? Well, we're halfway through now.
Yeah, I reckon this has been my most enjoyable year of school. Like, in terms of, wanting to go to school, it's been my favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, obviously I'm not doing great, but I'm not. I guess that reflects what I'm putting in. Obviously, when I try, I do.
Half decent.
When I try, I do really well, and obviously when I don't do anything, I seem to struggle. So.
Yeah.
But no, I'm enjoying school, and yeah, I'm just loving being around everyone. Yeah, it's just good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you boys? You guys, I know you spoke on it a bit last week, but how you guys finding it?
Look, I'm liking it. A lot harder than last year, but it's good.
Yeah.
Like, as I mentioned last week, the marking's fucking hard as in year 12.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder with the marking, nothing against the teachers, I'm sure you're doing the right thing, but I swear I'm getting ripped off, I swear I'm getting ripped off, because,
I'd be careful here because I know a few teachers.
I know the teachers are viewers, and they are I've got a few of them as my teachers.
Yeah, so I'd be careful.
Well, I hope you're listening and you
can
ease up on the marking for my next
give your boy a
snacks.
few marks.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Alright, so something happened in the week.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul. what were your thoughts on this shit fest?
Well, to start off, we couldn't even fucking watch it because of the school.
Yeah, well, I don't get why are we getting kicked out of the classroom? We did nothing wrong.
But when we get kicked out of the classroom, we can't even watch it outside.
Well, I got it up.
Yeah, we got it up eventually,
The
but...
teachers were telling us to get it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
We're allowed to have our phones.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
What were your thoughts on the fight, though?
Oh, I thought it was... Like, for a fight-wise, I thought it was good. Obviously, everyone wants a knockout, and everyone wanted Logan Paul to get knocked out.
Oh, I wanted him to get
I want him to get knocked out.
Yeah,
and
so-
obviously, Floyd's one of my favourite athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love the way he goes about his sport and just how good he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a decent fight though. Like it wasn't great, but I don't know, it was entertaining to some extent.
Oh.
I thought it was a little bit entertaining. Like the whole build up, and there was some good punches thrown from both people, from both parties. So I thought it was alright.
Yeah.
Obviously, we wanted a knockout, but Floyd made 100 mil. So
Floyd Mayweather, that is the biggest legal robbery ever.
he said he will happily not come out of boxing and do more exhibitions because he can just make that much money.
He legit got 100 mil for a sparring session where he just cuddled.
Yeah, he didn't cuddle.
Oh, well, he tried.
His opponent was cuddling.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
His opponent was cuddling because he was scared, mate.
Oh, and he was so unfit. He was
he was
sweating after
sweating
the
so
third
hard.
round.
No, it was because he went all out at the end of the first round trying to knock him out.
Yeah, he was starting.
That didn't work for him.
Did you see the efficiency rate? Logan
Yeah,
Paul was
at 10%.
13%,
Yeah,
and Floyd was 43 or something. But look,
and he threw
throwing haymakers.
115 less shots than him.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is.
That's
Yeah.
it pissed me off watching that, to be honest.
We're on the topic of athletes.
Yeah.
I thought I'd ask you your top three. I remember we talked about this earlier in the week, but I'd like to hear yours and Brody's. We'll start with you, H.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna list top three, but there might be two that are equal. So first, I'm gonna start off with is my favourite athlete has to be Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Right.
Like just the way he goes about how he works hard, all he did was work hard. Just his morals. You can't put it past him really.
Yep.
Number two, have to go with Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor on a par.
Yep.
I just think it's a sport I don't really know too much about, but something I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And just watching those two athletes. And I know people might say, "Oh, you're a bit of a bandwagoner for jumping on those two," but just love the way they just
personality and attitude.
They go about their sport.
Like badass.
I don't know if you've seen the video about Conor McGregor, how he talks about he won't be satisfied until his kids have everything they ever wanted.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
And that's
fucking sick.
and
he's goosebumps.
And he goes from
Goosebumps.
he's come from being homeless.
Yeah.
Like having nothing, being a plumber, apprentice plumber, to then now being a great UFC fighter. So
Yeah.
and obviously last of all, favourite they'd be on a par is Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
And Roger Federer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Beasts.
Both beasts at what they do.
Yeah.
Dame just shows up every single game in
Yeah.
the shit side. And we watched him in America.
We
did.
And how he dropped 44 or something, and he just made it look so easy.
Yeah.
And obviously Roger Federer, what an athlete.
Yeah.
So good to watch.
Yeah. So we've given you a top three, but you've somehow managed to give us five. So
that's on par though.
Yeah, they're all equal.
you've given us 5 out of 3, but that's all right because you've done a bloody good job, H.
Yeah.
All right, Charlie, you go.
Well, mine aren't in order, but
I haven't got an order.
I've just got my three. So I'll start out with Elliot Kipchoge.
Yep.
The marathon runner. Just a freak athlete.
Athlete.
How can you
That's ridiculous.
run that quick? I watched the documentary on it, and some of the stuff, it's just cooked.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. Then I got Kobe as well, mental beast, absolute specimen.
Yeah.
And then I got Scott Pendlebury, just because of his leadership and stuff. I don't know if you will agree with that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best leaders to ever lead the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's my three. No order.
Big going on in Collingwood this week, actually.
Yeah, it has been. Rather not mention it, just keep it
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah. Do you want to know my top three?
Yeah, Brody, we would love
Sure,
to hear
mate.
it.
A few people aren't going to like this first one. I know that I'm going to get some hate for this one, but LeBron. The greatest player of all time. He's the GOAT. Not only does he have the best stats ever, but he's a political activist and he stands up for what he believes is right. For example, the Black Lives Matter movement.
Mm-hmm.
He was a big ambassador for it. And he used his platform of the NBA to try and spread that around. I thought that was...
I'll give you a lot of respect for that.
Yeah, same.
But,
He-
but,
No, don't bring up his recent games because I don't want to hear about it.
a leader does not do
Do
that
what
in
he
a playoff game. That is atrocious.
How?
I think he's legit lost his rights of being the greatest of all time because of that.
He hasn't though. How?
It was bad.
You do not
Like we
walk
mentioned
up
it
and down
last
the
week.
court.
If you're referring to that one video, it was because Chris Paul was with him, so he didn't need to run.
Yeah, but get back and help on defense.
He was.
Stop
He
complaining
was,
to the refs.
he was with Chris Paul.
What about when you leave 5 minutes to go in your last game, playoff game, like your last one before they got knocked out, so one they got eliminated in, 5 minutes to go in the quarter and he's already in the change rooms.
Good. I
Disrespectful.
like that.
And then he gives his jumper to Devin Booker like nothing happened. Like, I'd have a lot more respect if he stayed out there and then got around the players on the court instead of doing it all behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's,
Same.
I just, next one.
Carry on.
Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
greatest boxer ever.
Yeah.
Also the same thing as LeBron, how he stood up for what he thought was
Right.
wrong
Mhm.
in
Oh.
racially motivated violence.
Yeah.
And then my last one is Kobe, and we've all had Kobe, just a beast.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how hard. Like, you think you're working, and then you look at him, and you're like, holy
Tripling
shit.
you. Yeah.
His leadership is next to none. Like, to make the people around him better.
Wait, next to none, or like,
Like, it's the best.
yeah,
Like, he's like, is always, even though he's self-driven and self-motivated, like, and all, he's a bit like about making himself better, but he's just as equally trying to make his teammates better
yeah.
and
Yeah.
trying to bring them with him.
Yeah.
I think that's what made him such a good player.
I think his mentality
Yeah,
it just gives me goosebumps to think
yeah,
about what he's doing.
100%. What he has done.
Oh yeah, well, I remember the day he passed. I was so
Or a
cut.
Bendigo
Yeah, or a
basketball
Bendigo.
tournament.
I was so
Yeah.
upset.
And I just didn't think it was real.
I was
I thought
so
it was
upset.
fake. Like, I thought, like, when it was all over Instagram, I thought it was just like prank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shocking day. I got home, had a bath, just absolutely bawled. I was so sad.
Yeah.
Like, to this day, I still can't believe it happened.
Yeah, you just watch like highlights of him and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Watched his last game that many times.
Oh, it's just terrible.
Yeah.
You miss him so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I think that's it for episode 2.
I think that's done.
Thanks for coming on, H. We loved it.
Thanks, boys. Thanks for having me.
Hopefully you're a regular.
I would love to get on again some stage throughout the podcast.
Regular appearance, that'd be great.
Yeah. That would be good. Thanks for having me, boys.
That's all right.
Good
I
luck.
hope your podcast is a success and you move forward and just enjoy it.
Yeah. Good luck on Saturday.
Tomorrow.
They won't.
Well,
It'll be out by. Hope you went well yesterday. Cause
hope I went well yesterday. I hope next episode you'll be able to touch on that.
yeah.
Maybe we could add a little short segment at the start where we discuss results and what happened throughout the game, because I know there's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah.
Could be arranged.
We'll see what we can do.
To the viewers, make sure you send us in some questions and give us some reviews on what you think went well, what didn't. And I think that's it for the boys.
The Irreplaceables. Over and out.
Over and out.
Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Also, follow the boys on Instagram at the Irreplaceables Podcast. Thank you.